would be negative 0.4, negative 1 times 0.2, and so on. So if we take the squad ID, no, because we may have oh no, that should work. So let's go minus 2 times 0.2. Let's put a breakpoint here. Double check this. So the first time through, we're looking at 0.8. That's great. Antius, how goes Rome? All right, so that's 0.8. And the second one is 0.1. That's good. I'm not 0.1, 1. Third time through should be 1.2. There we go. So this is now working. This is going to be 1.4. We probably have. Interesting. 1. Why are we in here? What's our squad ID right now? 2. 2. 4. Okay. Let's see what everybody looks like. All right, we have some dark and some lighter. All right. Now, getting there. Well, it sounds like you all are making way more progress than I am because I keep getting distracted by minuscule things. Like I'm completely in the weeds right now trying to change the colors of these just so I can read them from a debug standpoint. Completely lost track of the overall goal, but that's okay because yeah. All right, so the squad colors here are slightly different. Here's the thing. After all that work, it's not meaningful. From a debug standpoint, can I really quickly look at these and tell who's who? I'd have to dramatically change these values. So rather than 0.2, if we did, let's say 0.5, the problem with this is if you multiply the first time through, you're gonna have, actually that's not that bad. That's not that bad. Okay. I can kind of tell which squad's which. Yeah, it's kind of what's happening right now, not gonna lie. But I'm gonna get back on track. I had a really rough week last week where it was one of those weeks where nothing was working. And there's just some really super weird, you know, that moment where the server, basically as the game mode starts, the server's not really started yet, but then the character's AI is getting spawned. And the other thing that's super weird about how all this stuff works now too is it doesn't clean up. It's kind of driving me nuts. Like, for example, all these mannequins are fine, but see all these spawning game queue notify latents? All of these stick around forever, even though they're supposed to self clean up. And so we had to go into code to try to track that down. But anyways, I believe we're back on track. I think this is a little dark personally. So let's go back to this and let's go 0.6 and let's turn all of our characters back on. And let's see if this was a fun effort or what. We also have to do a bunch of performance testing because I'm noticing, I thought, some pretty decent differences in performance that there's just no way. If I want to have 48 characters on the screen, there's gonna have to be some work done. So those are our reds. Let's see what our blues look like. Reds versus our purples. Purples, yeah, there's some differences. It's a little harder to tell, but we can see they're fighting each other. It's working. I mean, overall, they're hiding behind walls and doing their thing. I can kind of tell the squads out. I think the one thing that I'd love to be able to see is which one is a squad lead. But again, I think that's a debugging thing because I want to be able to shoot the squad lead. And I could probably do that with... Well, let's go ahead and do that. Let's do this. Did red win? Okay, here we go. They haven't won yet. They're going to here, but we'll just sue. Yeah, exactly. 100 player close combat FPS. That's awesome. So what I'm gonna do quickly here is in the viewport. We could do something super simple and lame, but it will work. So if we add a sphere, for example, and we put this above the character's head, and we scale it down, we want to turn off all of our collisions. We don't want to generate overlap. No, you can't step on it. No collision. Okay. And if we call this the lead sphere, lead marker. All right. What we can do is in our event graph, on our construction, begin play. We're gonna listen for the team. We're gonna do all of our stuff. Show pawn again next frame. We can do this. We can set visibility on this. It's just temporary, invisible. Okay? And we can do the same thing here where we're going to do that. I'm going to set that to invisible. Then what's going to happen is we can, in our strategize or squad forming tasks, when we decide that we're a lead, do we have the controlled pawn? We do. We should have the controlled pawn. So here what we can do is we can get the lead. Nope. If we cast this to a shooter mannequin, then this should be true. Then what we can do is we can lead marker, get the lead marker, and we can set its visibility to be true. And so what should happen is we should have all the same stuff we had before, but now we have this. No, I did not even see 5.1 yet. I think I can only handle so many changing parts at a time right now because of my limited progress. But I'm actually wondering when we're going to do that at work. So just to be clear, we just quickly visualize now who our leads are, right? They're the ones with the dots over their heads. Everybody else should be following them once they get their weapons. So that's actually working pretty well. Now, in the end, do we want that? No, this is just a debug thing, right? I need to be able to quickly see who the lead is so I can kill them. To test out some of, make sure our AIs are doing the right things when the lead dies, stuff like that. So we could do a couple quick things to make this slightly less annoying. We don't need this team display anymore. We need our shooter mannequin. We got our visibility. Let's go to the viewport. Let's move this down a little bit. and make it smaller. That's fine. What does this look like? That's better. We can move it even lower. I think in the end, that would be something like, well, it's going to be a gameplay decided factor. Do we actually want characters to be able to tell who the lead is and therefore target them? Is that going to be an important part of it or not? If we were to do that, that would probably be some kind of, we would denote that, I think, with like character meshes and stuff. Okay, but for the purposes of working prototypes and so on, I can look at this, I can see who's on whose team, I can see who the leads are pretty quickly, and we can go from there. Cool. Okay, so now what's the next thing that we were going to work on today? Pending time. And so far we're doing okay for time. What it was, let me think here. We had, oh, I know what it is. So when we start off, we don't need two teams for this. Let's just kill Team Red for a second here. Okay, when we start off, as we watch this happen, all of these characters are all running to mostly the same, who are they shooting? Wait, I thought we killed Team Red. Team Red is not dead. They're basically all running to wherever the closest weapon spawner is. There's no sense of how many people are going to that spawner or anything like that. And so it's very difficult to sit here and wait for them to pick up. And this is particularly noticeable if we only had, two spawners. So case in point, if we take this, and we just delete all these. And we spawn. Let's put this in the middle. So there's only one. What they're going to do is they're going to form up in a spiraling circle around it. And then they're going to take turns hopping in and picking up weapons, which is actually kind of cool to watch. It's fun to watch. But it takes forever. From a gameplay standpoint, this is not going to work. I mean, if you think about the times that you played Halo and all that kind of stuff, this was a fun exercise in AI logic and stuff like that. But ideally, from a gameplay standpoint, the idea that the enemies have to wait this long to arm up, or even you, no. Like, this is going to be... This would be more like this is a drop canister, and in the canister, there are 4 guns, for example. So we have 2 options here. We can either create a new weapon spawner that holds, a certain max amount of weapons. When you pick it up, it just auto respawns. Or what we can do is we can make it so that the enemies know how many enemies are going to a specific gun point, and so they can, divide up. Yeah. And I think from a gameplay standpoint, I think ultimately what's going to happen is for the game that I'm making, the enemies are going to spawn loaded. But I want them to be able to recognize weapons and stuff like that environment and potentially go pick them up if they happen to be there. I don't know. There's kind of like a little bit of the PUBG thing, right? Where we could do, there's weapons spread out all over the map, or the enemies could spawn loaded up, ready to go, more like they do in Halo. And then as, or any number of other games. And then as the game progresses, you can get better weapons from the enemies versus weapon drops. And so there's going to have to be a little bit of recognition of the weapons they have, but the cool thing is all of these things are working right now, right? We've got this crew right here, the dark crew, they're single file. This crew right here is old school Revolutionary War lined up. This crew, Team Light, is looks like they're flying V. And these guys are also flying V. So all of our formations and everything are working. This is cool. I think probably what we can do to shortcut for just debugging and prototyping, we could go back to giving our characters a pistol when they start. Do we have enough time to try to do that? I think we do. Let's go ahead and try that. And I believe all that should be is in our character defaults. Can't remember where this stuff is. It's probably in our AI controller, but we'll see. Where's our inventory? Yeah, we don't have an inventory component on this. So let's take a look at our controller. Not the spawner. Here's our controller. Do we have inventory in here? I'm not seeing it there. Where the heck is our inventory component? Does it get added? Functions, cosmetics, inventory. Initial inventory items. Here we go. Let's do pistol. Pistol. Okay, and then let's go back to our map. Now, was there a reason why? And let's get rid of all of our weapon spawn points. Actually, let's not get rid of all of them. Let's get rid of most of them. And let's just, for kicks, we'll put this one here as a shotgun. Let's change this to a shotgun. So that's the pick up pistol, pick up shotgun. All right, so if we play now, everybody should already have a gun. Now, we've never tried this in the sense that I don't know if they are going to properly form up when they all spawn with pistols. It looks like they did. So these dudes are stacked. Gotta keep having to get the controller. These dudes are stacked. Those guys are line formation. That's flying V, and these in the back is another flying V. Okay, so it's randomly picking it. That's totally working. That's great. The interesting thing will be, here's what's gonna happen. All right, look, watch. We'll do this for fun because we only have like 4 minutes left anyway, so we're not gonna be able to start anything meaningful during this stream. But just for kicks, let's do this. Did spawn point red. Let's do 12 and 12. We'll bring back our teams. We'll let them fight. And if we spectate this, what's gonna end up happening? What I'm guessing is they're all gonna start with pistols, so they're all gonna start fighting right away. But what's gonna happen is they're gonna run out of ammo. And when they run out of ammo, somebody should, oh, they also have grenades. I forgot, we should take their grenades away. The thing is though, as they run out of ammo, they're also dropping guns, so maybe they won't run out of ammo in time. We'd have to reduce the amount of ammo they start with. It's 10 to 10, 12 to 10. Yeah, there's too many guns on the ground. What I was thinking was, when they ran out of ammo, they would have to go pick up a shotgun. but there's plenty of guns on the ground. So let's try this one more time. What? Class defaults. ID pistol. Can we change our initial bullet count? Magazine size 12. Magazine ammo. Here we go. Spare ammo. 0. Let's do 1. Let's do 6. Half a mag. Okay, let's do this again. They should run out of ammo fast. We really need to take away those grenades. Seems like they're shooting an awful lot more than 12 shots. There's far fewer guns on the ground though. I think we are getting to resource here. I mean, we're getting there. Oh, geez Louise, okay. That wasn't enough. Let's do no spare ammo and magazine ammo 6. Okay, they're out of ammo. Yep, look. Are they going to get that shotgun? Yeah, they went and got the shotgun. Okay, so now it's going to become a melee grenade war. You can hear the clicking. So they're all trying to get this. I had a feeling this was going to be mayhem. They're all trying to get this shotgun. Nobody's got ammo. Some of them are meleeing. These dudes are stuck in the corner. Not sure what's going on there. We'll have to figure that out. But overall, I think that stuff is kind of working. Well, I actually have to go to the day job, so we're gonna wrap this up for now. Antius, thanks for hopping in. It was good to see you again. I'm glad you got this stuff going. I'll have to check out 5.1. I imagine I'll probably wait until we switch at work. That way I can kind of see what it is, and then once we switch, I'll know what's coming, so I won't lose as much time with my own stuff. But thanks for hopping in. Anybody else who's hanging out in the wings, as always, if you all have questions or whatever, pop those in the comments down below. Just as a general heads up, I do not believe we're going to have a stream on Sunday. It's going to be the first one we've missed in a while. If I can, I will try to pre-record it. But in general, I'll go ahead and probably cancel that live stream just as a heads up. And then we should be back next Wednesday. So I hope everybody has an awesome week, and I will catch you on the next stream. Hopefully we have made some progress towards some of our actual overall gameplay goals. At this point, I think the next things that we're going to have to work on, we're picking up weapons, we're doing all those things, we got melees. I'd really like to start implementing some more abilities, as well as proper melee attacks and stuff like that, so that if you have a sword or whatever, we can actually fight. It's gonna be fun to get into the ability system and see how quickly we can implement those kinds of things. So I hope everybody has an awesome day, and like I said, an awesome week. I will catch you all on the next one.